Hey! You're watching the first. I thought that was a good intro for some reason. It's time for a top 10 list. The top 10 characters, top 10 DLC Smash Bros. Characters. Bayonetta. Alright, I'd just like to pause right now and say, when Bayonetta is my number 10 character, you know this is gonna be a pretty good list. Bayonetta is one of those games that I've always seen but never played. I would really like to get into those games, however, at this point in my life, I'm not ready to just throw a bunch of money just to try out some new experiences. Bayonetta just simply would be a character that I think would be really cool in Smash Bros. Shantay! I also have never played any of those games, but every time I look at them, I think that they would look really cool in Smash Bros. Form. In other words, all HD and stuff. Everybody wants to see Banjo-Kazooie in the new game, but we already have Duck Hunt Dog and Bird Thing, so that kind of takes away Banjo-Kazooie's thunder. If we're going to see a rare character, we might as well see one that's even more fun. I'd like to see Conker. Now, Conker has a frying pan weapon, or a baseball bat weapon if you play the other version, and frankly I just think he's a hilarious character. Thanks to the context-sensitive areas in his game, he can pull out a whole bunch of zany items and it wouldn't even feel awkward or weird in Smash Bros. It would match his personality exactly. Which is why I think he would be a pretty cool addition. Professor Layton. Why? I don't know. He seems cool. He's like the Sherlock Holmes of video games, only Sherlock Holmes has a video game. Watson scares me. Professor Layton. A cool looking, swanky dude. What am I even saying right now? The Inklings. Now, these are a new IP from Nintendo. It would be obvious to throw them into the game, just to give them some love. I mean, honestly, they do need some new attention, especially since their game isn't even out yet. And I'm hopeful for the game's release, but just in case it's not doing so well, it would be a no-brainer to put them in. I mean, they should honestly be in even if the game is selling successfully. Actually, they should definitely be in if the game is selling successfully. Rayman. Now, we've all seen the Smashified leak, or people on the internet have seen the Smashified leak with Rayman, and it was really convincing. But I really want it to be true. Rayman is such a unique and charmingly designed character that there's just something about him that I love. I'd love to see this in a Smash Brothers, and I would love to see some of his powers from Rayman 2: The Great Escape come back. The Happy Mask Salesman. Now, this might seem like an odd choice, and I didn't even think of it. Special shout out to Magnus Firex, my friend Xavier, for thinking of this, because sometimes I just gotta admit it, you're right, pal. This character would be amazing in Smash Bros. He's unique, mysterious, and would be a creepy and excellent representative of the Zelda franchise, especially the Majora's Mask portion. I don't even like Majora's Mask. Why am I supporting you? My number 3 spot is taken by people that don't deserve to be in this game, but I would be totally excited to see if they made it in. And that's all the Vault Hunters from Borderlands. Even if one of these characters made it in, I would be so excited for it. because each character has such a great personality, and it shows throughout all the games. Movesets? They kind of define themselves with their own action skills. I don't know how gunplay would work. Answer, it wouldn't. In fact, these characters wouldn't be able to be implemented in the game very well at all, but I would still be psyched to see them there. Gino! You know, from Mario RPG, everyone's favorite RPG. Gino was a very well-designed character that I think deserves a bit more spotlight, so to speak. He had one game, and he did a good job in it. Why they left him? I don't know. But I miss him. My number one choice is Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight, I can honestly say, is the one game I absolutely fell in love with last year. It was charming, it was nostalgic, and I don't even like nostalgia. I in fact tend to get sick when I play games that try to evoke it. But this game, it was so genuine in the way it did things that I just couldn't help but love every aspect of it. If there is one character that deserves to be in Smash Bros. And currently isn't, it's Shovel Knight. Well, now you know my top 10 favorite characters. I challenge Magnus Firex, Soul, and JonTron to share their top 10s in a video or maybe even a Twitter post. I don't really care. Speaking of which, I have a Twitter. You should probably check that out. Here's the thing about it. Here's the thing. Whatever. I'm the first, and hopefully this isn't the last you'll be seeing me. Good job for watching this video. You deserve a raise or a cookie. I wish I got raises and cookies.